Yes, thank you, David. Good evening. This is spine-tingling. The unmistakable feeling in the air of match day on Wearside. But even for this place, this is off the scale. The passion, the pressure, the privilege. Paradise or pain. It's the playoffs. The Stadium of Light, a modern-day football palace, a football temple to which this city flocks. It demands top-level football, elite football. Its time may be about to come again, but Coventry are here to tear this place down. Sunderland were given a huge welcome, as you may have seen, as the team bus arrived and snaked through the streets outside the Stadium of Light. The fans have done their bit for Sunderland. Coventry were late arriving then. It's pretty similar to what happened between Southampton and West Bromwich Albion in the second leg last year, when West Bromwich Albion were caught up in traffic and the advertising hoardings were moved closer to the pitch to stop Darnell Furlong's long throws. Sunderland have done similar here tonight to try and stop Milan van Ewijk. They have been moved closer to the touchline. Mayenda's on the move here, moving up the gears, and Wilson's called into action. The first real bit of work that he's had to do. Now it's Neil. Isidore making his way forward. Makes the connection, but couldn't direct it on target. But listen to this place. Isidore struggling here.
Oh, I'm not sure what has happened there, but certainly the Sunderland players have rushed up. What did the officials see? That is the question. Well, he pulls off to the far post and tries to get the header on, but what happens afterwards? No, nothing is the answer. Nothing. Well, I could have told everybody in the stadium that Wilson Isidore wasn't going to be hurt enough to not continue here. And we'll leave it there, shall we?
And this was that Mayenda chance. Again, does so well, doesn't he? Just wriggles out of it and then goes through the gears, gets a really good strike off in the end on that right side. But again, he's been the one, if they can get him in, get turned, it's looked like he could be the difference maker in that final third for Sunderland tonight.
Sakamoto, though, a tireless worker. There's Haji Wright. Now Van Ewijk. Haji Wright again. There's Jack Redoni. Redoni didn't really catch hold of it. It's another chance for Coventry City. Sakamoto was waiting to pounce on the 6-yard line.
Well, it's no coincidence, is it? The strength of this team has been goals from crosses, chances from crosses. And here's another one. Redoni, that touch there could have been better. I'm not sure whether he's actually shooting and gets it horribly wrong, but it goes into a dangerous area. Sakamoto can't get on the end of it, but another dangerous moment.
Sakamoto's cross, Mason Clark, and Patterson tried to get to it, was beaten to it by Redoni, who sends it over the top.
Well, Haji Wright is saying that Patterson has cleaned Jack Redoni out and he wants a penalty. But this is brilliant again. How dangerous when he cuts in on that left. Those Coventry players know he's going to cut in and deliver a cross. And it's Ephron Mason Clark at the far post. Little knockdown. And Redoni, it's a bouncing ball. He just can't keep the ball down and under the crossbar.
Tough chance that, you know, as you say, it's really difficult for him to get over the top of the ball.
Well, this rivalry is intense, it is bitter, it catches people out. A bitter feud ignited back in the late 70s when Sunderland were relegated from the top division. Coventry stayed up. Coventry's game against Bristol City was delayed by 15 minutes. Sunderland lost at Everton. The final score broadcast across the PA system at Highfield Road. So both Coventry and Bristol City knew the result they had at the time at 2-2 was good enough to keep them both up. Mayenda. No way through. But he urges the South Stand at the Stadium of Light to raise the volume a little bit more.
Well, I said the Sunderland legs might be getting weary. He's definitely don't look like they're getting weary at all. Just full of energy.
Approaching the final quarter of this second leg. Sunderland still have the ticket in their hand right now. Here's Lefay. 09. 09's ball in, and Wilson has to react. He had to get down sharply there as Trey Hume set his sights.
Well, Trey Hume volley at the far post. We've seen that before, haven't we? And they work it really, really well. And I tell you what, technique is brilliant from Trey Hume. He gets lots of power. And trust me, it's a smart save.
Rodoni. Van Eerwijk, Haji Wright closing in, and behind him was Ephraim Mason-Clark. Coventry City gave Sunderland a gift on Friday. Now they've turned up to take it back. They snatch it from them, and this tie is level again. Another cross does the business for Coventry City.
Well, is it fate? I just wonder how long Ephraim Mason-Clark was going to be left on this pitch, because to me, the last 5 or 10 minutes, he's looked a little bit tired. There's an inquest in the Sunderland defence as to why they didn't deal with this cross. It's one of the few crosses tonight that they haven't dealt with. And Mason-Clark comes across Trey Hume. Haji Wright occupies Dan Ballard, doesn't allow him to get his head on it, and it's a smart finish. It really is. Gives Anthony Patterson no chance. We said it was a long time to hold on. They haven't done it.
The mood changes, the tie changes.
This is fascinating now, isn't it? Can Sunderland change their philosophy late in the day?
The nervous wait for these two will go on unless something happens here. Sakamoto's cross, Haji Wright! Was that the moment?
Yes, that was it. That was it. It's timing. It's way off. The ball is so good. All he has to do is get the faintest of touches. You can see he's onside, gets beyond Dan Ballard. Can't control it. What a chance.
A chance for Coventry City to win it right at the end. Spurned by Haji Wright, but the goal from Ephraim Mason-Clark has levelled the tie. We will have extra time. After the 90 minutes, it's finished on the night. Sunderland 0, Coventry City 1. We are tied at 2-2 on aggregate. Extra time comes next. Two ties that you always felt were going to be incredibly tight, and that is the way it's panned out. Hume with that ball through to Chris Rigg. Rigg across the face of goal. Mundell kept out. That was Sunderland's big moment.
It's been a much brighter start to this second half of extra time by Sunderland, and Romain Mundell, it's actually Josh Eccles, sticks out a boot. Absolutely outstanding defensive work. But for the first time in the game, it just feels like Coventry City have not got control. Is there going to be a twist?
Well, he's still prowling, looking calm. He said he looked calm against Middlesbrough on the final day, but he was feeling it inside. Frank Lampard. There's Brandon Thomas Asante. Thomas Asante. Well, he saw his opportunity, he went for it. It will be a Coventry corner.
Yeah, Jay De Silva. He's had a good game, hasn't he? The left back falls nicely for Brandon Thomas Asante. Don't tell me he's not feeling it.
He is all right. And why wouldn't you be? Is this the final act before penalties? Grimes with the corner. And rising high again was Bobby Thomas. As we head into 2 additional minutes. The night will go on by the looks of it. Trey Hume, he's gone for the return here. Trey Hume delivers the cross, a towering header. Once again, Bobby Thomas rising the highest. He had to get to that.
Well, is this going to be the moment for Sunderland? Just be wanting a good delivery. Make sure that Coventry City have to defend it. Can someone go and get ahead on it?
Could this be any more dramatic, any more tense? Plenty of movement inside that box. Ballard! An incredible noise that can almost be heard at Wembley.
Well, just when you thought you'd seen it all, I mean, you've got to feel for Coventry City, but if ever a man deserved to win a playoff semi-final, it's Dan Ballard. He has been immense in both legs, but he just peels off. I mean, it's really awkward. How on earth he makes that kind of a connection? He's almost doubled over in the air here, look. I mean, what a header that is. And he goes in off the underside of the bar, and it's joy! It's joy for Sunderland, and it is heartbreak for Coventry City.
This is the playoffs in its glory for almost all of this stadium, but the playoffs in its pain for the Coventry City fans. Game away. Coventry City, ruined by the playoffs 2 years ago, ruined again by the playoffs tonight. Wembley, where the football gods live, where icons are created and tears fall, it will decide Sunderland's destiny, Sunderland's fate.